Hey you guys, it's your girl Bree and I'm so excited to be back with you. And as you can see, we're starting the day with something different. So my hubby, he was already winning bowling, and then here is me trying to play. And listen y'all, I kept getting the gutter. I don't know if that's what you call it, but I kept losing, okay? This entire game until this point where I finally hit some ball pins. But we had a cozy afternoon of bowling because it was raining outside heavily, and I just needed to be able to relax. Well, we all wanted to be able to relax with the fam. And I don't know why I said that up until now, because I surely enough did not win. You see my daughter, she was still sleepy. We were still trying to get used to the new time zone. But anyway, this is when I finally hit some ball pins, okay? And I was super duper excited about that. And then I ended up going one more time, and I almost got a full strike. So I started to catch up. I started to get the hang of it. But you guys, like I said, I haven't played bowling in a while. But shortly after this, after we had fun playing bowling, we did head over to this restaurant, which I forgot the name, but I'll put a picture of the menu on here. And they had extra large meals, okay? Extra. And when I say extra, I do mean it. The plates were huge, the portions were unreal, and honestly, I don't even know how anyone can finish any of these meals by themselves. Like, we got different meals just because we wanted to see how massive they were, and also to try them out. And don't get me wrong, we did not finish all of this in one sitting. There was no way. But we did take the leftovers home, and we all ate it. Me, my sister, brother-in-law, all of us indulged in said leftovers. But yes, the burger was one of the choices my husband chose. That was, I think, a schnitzel, and I forgot what this was called. But now we're moving on to the next day, where we got to try some delicious danishes. My daughter, as you can see, she was really tired because, like I said, we were still getting used to the time zone, and she was fighting sleep. But the views, you guys, the views were amazing. We crossed over and we got on the road to head to France for our road trip adventure. And our first stop was Riquewihr. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I hope I am. But we stopped off there, and it was one of the most beautiful villages I've ever seen, honestly. And it felt like I was stepping into a real life storybook. But just look at these views before we go to the next town. So you guys, we headed into this store that had these antiques that I've never seen before. Well, of course I've never seen them before, right? Because they're antiques, but they were different things from, different times in life. A lot of history was in this store for sure. And this is the store where I also got some of my candles. But these were different things that we tried from stands. There was gelato and pretzel bread, and everything was made fresh. But now we are heading to the next town, or rather we're in the next town, which is Alsace. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but in this town, the colorful buildings, there was cobblestone streets and cozy cafes, and it made it the perfect spot to slow down and just enjoy being present. We also enjoyed soaking up all of the European fairy tale vibes that this town had to offer, as well as the previous town that we was in. But this town, it was like it just enhanced it even more, because there were so many little pieces that I just loved about it that you guys will see throughout these videos that I have here. But I just wanted to say that everything was super duper cozy. We did end up shortly after going to one of the restaurants, which again, I don't remember the names to these places, so you guys will see the pictures, okay? But please enjoy these views here shortly before we get to the restaurant. So here is where we stopped off at, and let me tell you, the food was amazing. This is what I got. This is what we all tried, which was the escargot. I love escargot, honestly. And then we did try some other things, but I didn't really record or take pictures of that. I was just in the moment. So we headed out from that restaurant and we walked around and enjoyed some more views. And let me say, the architecture, everything was so beautiful. I know I keep saying that, but it was. And we ended up taking the kids to go play at one of the playgrounds before we headed to the lot to go, get in the car and head back, because it was quite a few hours. I want to say about 3 hours away from Germany, so it was quite a bit of a drive back, so we needed to be heading out soon. But either way, we had a great time. So I just wanted to say, if you enjoyed this cozy family vlog, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I can't wait to see you guys on the next video and on my next adventure. Bye.